welcome. All right, so in this case, what we need to do is we need to be able to identify the vertex. Now, I have the vertex form up here, and one thing we notice is x is not being multiplied or subtracted by anything for our h. So therefore, I know that my h value has to be 0. And then I look at the k, which would be a negative 15. You could also just kind of look at this in the standard form, look at our transformations, right? When we look at our transformations, remember h shifts our graph left or right. Well, since I don't have an h, I have 0. I'm not shifting left or right. And k tells us to move our graph up or down. And since I'm going down 15, you can see that, well, I didn't go left and right at all from the origin, so that's still at 0. And then I go down to negative 15. The next thing we want to do is be able to find the solutions to this graph. So to be able to do that, oh, actually, one last thing I want to talk about too is what about if we use the old equation? Opposite of b divided by 2a, right? Well, in this case, a is 1, right? But b, there is no middle term, so that's 0. So you put 0 in for b, 1 in for a, and again, you get the x value of 0. You plug 0 into the equation to find the y coordinate, 0 squared minus 15, you get negative 15. So that's just going back to the other way that we showed how to find the vertex. Next thing, though, we need to solve. We need to find the x values that are equal to when y is equal to 0. So I'm going to plug a 0 in for y, and that's going to equal x squared minus 15. So now what I simply need to do is solve for x. So I'm going to use my inverse operations. So I'll add 15, both sides. So I have 15 equals x squared. Now I'm going to use the square root method by taking the square root of both sides. Remember, whenever we introduce the square root, we have to make sure we include the positive and the negative. So therefore, I have x equals plus or minus the square root of 15. Now, unfortunately, we cannot simplify the square root of 15. There's no square numbers that evenly divide into 15. So my answers are going to be x equals positive square root of 15, and x equals, you can come in, negative square root of 15. Yeah, 30, yeah.